Hi everybody, you good? I'm well and I'm so happy to be here today creating this content. Today I want to present to you a concept that I know you will love so much. But before we get into that, let me mention something. On this channel, I mentioned earlier that we are going to focus on issues mental health, and we know that mental health runs actually every part of our life. Yeah, everything we engage in, mental health is involved in there. So you might see us in the field doing nature hikes, and that does not mean that we are deviating from the subject. It simply means that we are putting what we are preaching in action by engaging into activities that um, enrich our mental health. Yeah, you might see a segment here about the unlimited woman. An unlimited woman is somebody who has really put their mental health in check and is leading a healthy life and is able to achieve anything they put their mind on with the little or the much they have. We shall also have guests coming and addressing some issues, crucial issues on mental health. So be blessed for that. So today I want us to look at something very crucial, as I have mentioned. It's a concept called circle of influence and circle of concern. So I have it noted down and let's get to it. So, circle of influence points to the things we can influence through our choices, while circle of concern point, the thing that we don't have power over totally. There's nothing we can do about it. So this concept speaks about two people: proactive people and reactive people. Proactive people focus on the things they can influence, while reactive people focus on things that are in their circle of concern and lose sight of the things they can influence, and in the end feel victimized. So, the reactive focus states that when people focus on things they cannot control, they have less time and energy to spend on things they can influence. Consequently, their circle of influence shrinks. The proactive focus states that when people focus on things they can influence, they expand their knowledge and experience, and they build trustworthiness. As a result, their circle of influence grows. So I want us to look at the examples of the things that are in our circle of concern, and those that are in our circle of influence, so that going forward you have the proactive focus. You leave the reactive focus aside. If you want to grow, stay away from the reactive focus. So here are the things that are in the circle of concern. For instance, increase in bus fare. You will quarrel about it. You will quarrel the makanga. You will really feel angry about it, but there's nothing you'll do about it. You'll eventually pay that 100 shillings. Yeah, it's out of your control. So you'll feel bitter, but you'll still end up paying that bus fare. Another thing that is in our circle of concern is the economy. As a monarch, there's nothing you can do about the economy. Yeah, we shall just quarrel. The government is spending our money, our economy is deteriorating, but there's really nothing much we can do about it. Yeah. Another thing is bus delays. When a bus delays, unless you find an alternative of a motorbike, there's nothing else you can do. You have to wait for that bus. If that is the only means of transport you can use, or that is what is within your reach. Yeah, your past mistakes, those are in your past. Whatever happened in the past, you cannot control it. It happened. So what you do, pick the worthy lessons from your past mistakes, and move forward. You can change your future, but you cannot change your past. So focus on building your future using your past mistakes as experience and a reference point so that you avoid making the mistakes again. Yeah. Another thing is the weakness of other people. Their weakness is their own. Yeah. You can't do anything about it unless them themselves they decide, now I want to check this thing. If it's laziness, unless them themselves they decide that they want to stop being lazy and really become productive, there's nothing much you can do about it. You will talk about it and just feel drained for nothing. And maybe they're not feeling it. They're not feeling that their laziness is a problem. So what you do, focus on what you can influence. Yeah. And that is definitely not the weaknesses of other people. So yeah, those are just examples in our circles of concern, you know. Another thing is people's perceptions towards us. You might be the best person, but there are just some people who are adamant on hating you, or people who have just profiled you. There's nothing you can do about it, but you can definitely do something about how others treat you. Yeah, how the world treats you. Yeah, so here are the things that are in our circle of influence. Job prospects. You can decide the kind of job you want to do, the kind of company you want to work in, the field you want to work in. That is in your circle of influence. You can make a choice about that. Remember, I mentioned that circle of influence points the things that we can influence through choice. So you can influence the kind of job you want to do. Another thing is your choices. You can choose. You can choose to go to work or not to go to work. You can choose to be a better person from whom you were yesterday. Yeah. Another thing is your health. You can really influence your health through the things you eat, through the physical activities you engage in. Yeah. But you can stay healthy if you want, right? Another thing is living the 7 habits of highly effective people. I don't know whether you know what the 7 habits of highly effective people are, but one of them is being proactive, seek first to understand them to be understood, think win-win. We have the why am I forgetting? Sharpen the saw. I've just mentioned 4, but they are 7. So you can influence the 7 habits of highly effective people in your life and really become effective in everything that you do. Your final grades in school, you can decide to come from 0 to 100. You can decide to come from 30 to 70. It's in your control. It just needs a change of mindset and focus, and you'll achieve those grades. How others treat me. Now this one is interesting. You know, we complain about the bad treatment from others, but we allow it. But you can decide and really choose to be treated right by the way you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself. You need to speak to yourself with kindness. You need to speak to yourself with love. You need to treat yourself as you would treat your best friend. That is really in your influence. Yeah? And I'll have a session on that in the next few days. What else? Your study time. You can decide whether you want to study in the morning. You can decide whether you want to study at 2 p.m. You can decide to study whether you want to study at 9 p.m. or at midnight. That is completely within your control. Yeah. Your mother's health. If you want your mom to be healthy, she will. She will. Because if she needs maybe to be taken to hospital, you can work hard and get the money to get her to that hospital. You can decide the kind of hospital you want her treated in, and that is based on what you have in your pocket. Yeah, that is a no-brainer. Your relationship with friends. Yeah, you can choose to have a healthy relationship with friends or choose to have a nasty relationship with friends. Remember, what you give is what you get. If you treat your friends badly, they will treat you badly. But if you treat them with kindness, you will get kindness. So, I want us to really think of the circle of concern and circle of influence and really purpose to lead a healthy life, a productive life. We can definitely achieve what we set our minds on, and remember that everything we want in life, we can get it for as long as our mindset is right. So work on getting the right mindset. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below and let me know what else you want me to talk about, and I will gladly do it. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.